Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Open Line. We're talking about the presidential election. Open phone. So this is your chance to call in with whatever you think. I'm asking basically, what do you think about the presidential election? You can tell me who you're going to vote for. You can tell me how you think the election has gone. You can tell me about the control of the U.S. Senate. Whatever you think, whatever you want to talk about. Plenty to talk about as far as this election is concerned, this highly unusual election. And 2 weeks from tonight, we will know how it has all turned out. I'm also taking comments on my Facebook page. That is at NC5_, that's that line that _Ben Hall, NC5_Ben Hall. There it is right there, and I'll read some of those. Pat Brown and others coming up here in a moment on my Facebook page. But let's go to Darlene. Hello, Darlene.
Hey.
Go right ahead.
Well,
Hi.
I'd just like to say that I'm a Trump fan, have been since day one. I think he's going to be the greatest president America might have ever had. I'm sorry to hear that people don't believe it. The ones that are for Hillary, who's a criminal, shouldn't even be running. That tells you how rigged the system is when we have a felon, somebody that should have been charged already. She should be prosecuted for criminal behavior. This has been going on in our government for years. That's why I was for Trump from number one. He's not a politician. No more lawyers in politics.
Let me ask you, Darlene, as a woman, are you concerned about what you've seen, some of the stuff that has come out about Donald Trump?
Hell no. I'll tell you why. We had Bill Clinton in there that did so much more. I mean, why do we want Bill Clinton back in the White House?
So that, okay, all right, very good. Darlene, thank you for that. Let's go to Greg. Hello, Greg.
Hey, Ben. Thank you for taking my call.
You bet. Go right ahead.
The previous caller stole some of my thunder, but I do agree with her. I like this country was set up for people like Donald Trump to run for president, who is a smart man, who has made billions in his business, who knows money, who knows how to do things on that side. And you think about all these women that have come up with stories from 20 and 30 years ago. Okay, you got to use your brain that God gave you. If you were a female who was whatever done a certain way by an individual who's a billionaire, would you not have said something then and taken it to civil court and whatever?
Well, now, do you think that would be very hard to prove? And do you think that, given the fact he's a billionaire and in some cases there are secretaries or whatever, that the discrepancy in power there is so great that it would be hard for them to bring it up at that moment? And do you think they're lying? I guess that's the essence of the question. Or do you think every one of these women is just lying?
I think it all boils down to, I don't know the word I'm trying to come up with, but, you know, it would be hard to prove. The lady on the plane, there's a lot of people on planes. One man that was on that plane said it didn't happen, said he saw the two together. And if you'll let me say one more thing and I'll shut up.
That's fine. Go ahead.
For all the people, I've been in broadcasting for a lot of years in radio, and I've taken everything I've done on the air, meaning my name is attached to it. I want people to believe in me. This journalism, so-called journalism deals that are going on TV, that you guys run CBS, everybody else runs the other networks. People don't realize, the common man does not realize that you guys have a license on the wall and you have to act as a public trustee in the best interest of the public.
Right.
It means it is illegal to rig, slant, or distort the news. It says in black and white in the FCC rules and regulations. That is being done every day when you slant the news toward one person and don't do it the same way when there's a bunch of stuff going on with Hillary Clinton where she should have been arrested and she should be headed to court.
All right, I appreciate all that. All right, thank you. I'll say, yeah, there is all this talk about things being rigged. This conspiracy that all media outlets are in this together, that's that's not correct. That's absurd. We can't coordinate. I promise you, we're not coordinating, and CBS and NBC aren't coordinating. It's not happening. The fact that you know about all of the stuff with Hillary Clinton would be an indication that it's been reported. So I want everyone to understand that. Certainly these things with Donald Trump are newsworthy. I mean, this is very newsworthy, as is the stuff with Hillary Clinton. So this, if anything, it is absolutely correct that Donald Trump has gotten more airtime than the other candidates. That was true during the primary, and it's why he won. He now continues to get, I think that is a fact, a little more airtime because of some of these things that have come up. But they're it's unprecedented here that you have a GOP nominee, a nominee of a major party, that's saying some of the things that are being said and having some of these allegations out there. That said, what you just said is true, and there needs to be fair treatment of both. But I promise you, there is no conspiracy. It's impossible to pull off, to rig anything, if that makes you feel any better. All right, let's go to Joan. Hello, Joan.
Hello.
Go right ahead.
This is regarding cybersecurity.
Okay.
Well, anyway, you was just discussing about machines being rigged.
Right.
Or
right.
someone on there was. Well, anyway, that was on C-SPAN probably just earlier in the day, and there's a Jim Walter. He's security, and he's in security, and he was talking about all these different ways that people can, they have to be learned in that division.
About how they could change votes on these machines?
Yeah, it was on CNN earlier today, a Jim Walter, and there was 3 or 4 guys discussing that.
And I bet they're also discussing, I mean, there's concern that a foreign entity could try and do some of those things. Now, again, all the secretaries of state say that's not going to happen, and things are safe.
I know, but he was talking about how easy it would be because the people that they've got working in these polls, all they have to have is, high school education or GED.
Right.
And they're not learned in a lot of these things that, the people that can come in there and rig the machines. And it was on CNN earlier.
But, all right, so in one location, that's one thing. But to do it at every precinct, or multiple precincts, that's going to be a massive undertaking. Well, I guess bottom line, are you concerned? Do you feel like that's going to happen?
Well, if there was Hillary's got all that money behind her, she could hire a lot of people in these districts that have so much, electoral votes. They could, work in those districts, not all over. But it can happen because I listened to it today.
All right, well, thank you. Thank you for that. Let's go to Jan. Hello, Jan.
Hey.
Go right ahead.
Well, I just want you to know I am a registered Democrat, but I consider myself more of an independent because I sometimes vote Republican, I sometimes vote Democrat.
All right.
The person that counts. And if Donald Trump becomes our president, I will sit here in my home and bawl my eyes out because we will be the laughing stock of the world.
Okay, so you're not going to vote for Donald Trump?
With him declaring bankruptcy so many times and still be a billionaire, there is a snake in the woodpile somewhere. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
I will be voting for Mrs. Clinton, but it's not because I think she's a good choice. She's just the lesser of the two evils.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Let's go to Charlie. Hello, Charlie. Charlie, are you there? All right. I'm going to go back. Oh, did I say Bill? All right, Bill. Let's go to Bill. Bill, go right ahead.
Hello.
Hi. Go right ahead, Bill.
You had a caller that she said she was a Christian and that I would just like to say, and she said she was going to vote for Hillary. What kind of Christian votes for that partial birth abortion? And no, yes, I will be voting for Donald Trump because all anyone has to see that Hillary's lying is see her mouth move. And yes, she.
So now you're a Christian, right? How can you vote for some of the things when you look at Donald Trump's past? How do you look beyond that?
Well, Donald Trump has never killed nobody that I know of, which we can't say the same about Hillary.
I don't think it's been proven she's killed anyone.
Well, no, but that.
Well, in fact, I know it has not been proven.
I tell you, we haven't been. She didn't prove that she was going to in that helicopter. All they were shooting at us, and she wasn't even there.
Okay. All right, Bill. Bill, thank you very much. There you have somebody saying, as a Christian, they're going to support Donald Trump. And see, that's why I think this is interesting. Let's hear all this. Let's go to Charlie. Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Ben.
Go right ahead.
Well, I'm going to tell you straight up, Ben, I just ain't going to vote for neither one of them.
And I don't know if that's the right thing either. I feel like we should vote.
Well, I'm going to vote the Libertarian or Gary Johnson.
All right. Now, is that because you just don't like Trump or Clinton, or because you like Johnson?
I don't think neither one of them really qualified to be president.
Yeah. And what do you? All right. So this you're the first person that says you're going to vote for a third-party candidate. Have you researched the third-party candidate? Do you know what they stand for, or is this more just a protest vote?
I've seen him a few times on TV giving speech to interviews and stuff, but they just ain't that much out of him to see, you know. But nobody talks about him.
And Charlie, let me ask you this: how have you voted in the past, if you don't mind saying? How generally do you vote?
I voted for Obama.
Okay. All right, but you're not going to vote for Clinton. All right, Charlie.
Oh, no,
thank you.
No, I'm not going to vote for Clinton.
Thank you.
Or Trump.
Or Trump. Yeah. Thank you, Charlie. Do we have to take a break? I think we have to take a break. All right, we'll take a break. Hold on the line. We have a bunch of calls. Very interesting just to hear all this. Thank you all for calling in. We'll take a break, continue with your calls, and I'll read some stuff off my Facebook page, comments that are relevant off my Facebook page. Take a break. Be back right after this.